Good evening. After years of calls for Ottawa police officers to wear body cameras, they were finally set to begin a pilot project late this year or early next. But the rollout is now facing a major delay. That rollout will not begin until 2026 at the earliest due to financial challenges. CTV's Kimberley Fowler joins us live in studio with the details. Kimberley.
Well, Patricia, City Council has directed Ottawa Police to draft its 2025 budget with a 2.9% increase or an additional $15 million. But the service says that's not enough to fund all of its initiatives, forcing it to delay the body camera pilot project.
That's ridiculous. They should definitely bring that in, especially here in Ottawa.
Some Ottawa residents like Cam Lavoie have been calling for Ottawa police officers to be equipped with body cameras for years.
They should always be on to it for the police security and the suspect, the victim security. So if they do something go wrong, they can show it off. If the victim says, oh, he hurt me, he did something more than it was, then they can see the full action.
The body cameras pilot project was expected to begin as early as the end of this year, but it has been delayed.
Under the proposed budgeting scenario, this will not occur at the level required, and the rollout of body-worn cameras will be delayed into 2026 at the earliest.
The Ottawa Police Association supports body-worn cameras for officers, but wants staffing concerns addressed first, and says more funding is needed to make the program run successfully.
There are those additional resources that are going to have to be hired to do the proper vetting of body-worn cameras, where the data is going to be stored. So there's additional costs that are associated to getting body-worn cameras.
While body cameras are worn by a number of neighboring police forces, including Cornwall, Brockville, and Toronto, the OPA says they should be enforced province-wide.
The province of Ontario should follow Alberta's lead, and I think it should be mandated by the province for body-worn cameras across the board.
Ottawa defense lawyer Michael Spratt used to be in favor of police body cams, but now that's not the case.
It's part of the, the police industrial complex that we have. There's a reason why the police have, a tank in Ottawa and the helicopters. Police like toys. Politicians like giving the police money and toys. And that shouldn't be a reason to equip them with body cameras.
Spratt believes the cameras are too expensive and won't necessarily improve the trust police have with the public.
It can break the bank, it can break relationships, and it certainly doesn't move the ball forward very much on police accountability, because we've all seen occasions, even now where there are body cameras, where magically they're not turned on, or they don't capture the version of events that they're supposed to, because they're pointed in the wrong direction.
The cost of the physical camera worn by the officers isn't what's driving up the cost of this pilot program. They're about the same as a smartphone. It's the associated costs of the cloud, setting up data storage, security to protect that data, and the people needed to manage it all that need to be factored in.
Okay, so the police does not have the money for all of that, but there is a 2.9% increase in funding. So what will that cover?
Well, next year's budget includes a new mounted patrol unit with officers on horseback, a new parliamentary precinct near Parliament Hill, and more money to hire more officers. Now, it's also important to note that police have also said one of the biggest challenges impacting next year's budget is inflation. There will also be money allocated for the community safety in the Byward Market, alternative mental health support, and their Safer Streets initiative. Patricia.
All right, CTV's Kimberley Fowler live for us tonight. Thank you.